We're back. We're back. We're back. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. We're back. My OBS disconnected. I don't know why. It is currently 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Diamondbacks up by 5. 1-1 count to Ketel Marte. My OBS disconnected. I'm sorry for anybody that missed out on a little bit of the gameplay. Hold on. You just have to watch the game day for now. I gotta make sure everything's up and we're good. Content. 5. 1-2 the count to Marte. And he does a little half swing, but not enough to be even checked on, as that's going to be a ball in the dirt. 2-2 now. All right, we're back. Stream is back. Verlander delivers a ball in the dirt. That'll fill the count up at 3-2. The Diamondbacks second baseman. And he takes ball 4, curveball outside the zone. It'll be a walk. Verlander's pitch count now up to 80 pitches. More than likely, he's going to finish this inning unless he gets hit around or he just can't find anything in the zone. Oh, no, that's going to be it. AJ Hinch is going to take the walk out to the mound. Verlander hands the ball over, and the Tigers will make a move. Apparently, somebody was warming up in the pen. They never wanted to show it, and it is going to be Emmanuel De Jesus, the lefty, who made his name known for Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic. I believe it was Venezuela. Let me look it up just to be sure. Was Venezuela. Okay. But I know if... Pop-out chat. There we go. All right, we're back with the pop-out chat. My bad. OBS died on me, the little slippery devils. All right. Hopefully people are coming back in. I apologize. The stream died there. Just got a notification. It was like, OBS is dead. I was like, uh-oh. But I tried to get it back up quickly. See the first pitch from Emmanuel De Jesus. Love this guy. He'll fill up the zone. He's a pretty good pitcher. He had a record outing for Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic. Went deep, had a bunch of strikeouts. So far as a Tiger, he has had 1 innings pitched. Give up a hit, no walks, no earned runs, and 2 strikeouts. Ooh, that looked like a strike. Are we gonna challenge? No. Oh, no, we are challenging. Let's go. Look at this. Wow, we're actually challenging something, and it's going to be overturned because I was in the zone. Squarely. Thank you. Love to see it. Call on the field is overturned. Count is 1-1. Tigers relievers actually besides Drew Anderson, the first reliever we used against the Padres, we were blowing the Padres out. So we had a bullet guy in there as there is a ball to Corbin Carroll. The count is now in his favor at 2-1. Drew Anderson gave up 1 earned run against the Padres, but other than that, Tyler Holton 2/3 of an innings, no runs. Will Vest an inning, no runs. Jesus, Finnegan, Jansen, Herder all 1 innings pitched, no earned runs. Connor Siebold for 2 1/3, no runs, and Will Vest for 1/3 of an inning, no runs. As DeJesus lays in a fastball low and away for strike. The count will be evened up at 2-2. What if we see the runner go off first? Marte doesn't have the same kind of speed he's had in the past, but Carroll's a good hitter if he gets one in the zone. Oh, and this one just gets away from Dingler, unable to get to it. It'll go all the way to the on-deck circle, and Marte gets a free 90 feet. I mean, I don't even know what happens here. I mean, it's off the zone, but Dingler's a little nonchalant with it. Then you show a replay. That'll be a pass ball for sure. There's just some. He's just like, it's kind of like he didn't turn his glove around. He just kind of tried to just grab it real quick. It's just an auto ball and it didn't work. Well, here's the payoff: the 3-2 to Carroll, and he swings and a miss at a cutter. It darts out of the zone, and that'll end the 4th inning. Good job by Manuel DeJesus getting out of Justin Verlander's little quandary here in the 4th. That'll be the end of it. And we go on to the 5th. Do it for the Tigers is Javier Baez. On deck, Kerry Carpenter. In the hole, Gleyber Torres. Sounds like a bunch of runs to me. Get a little slider hung to Javi. Hit it deep. Now you would think this is where we would get the home run out of Kerry as well. But no, he's just going to hit a little. He's going to get a walk. And Gleyber's going to get a walk. And then we're going to get something out of Colt Keith. I'm predicting it. I want it. Yeah, Tigers pitching just doing kind of the same as they did last year, not giving up any runs. Like I said, Drew Anderson gave up a run in the game against the Padres. The Tigers won that one 8-3 or 8-2. Sorry. But that was it. That's the only sole run given up by the Tigers relievers. Even in the loss against the Padres, Flaherty went. Let's see. He was 6 innings, 7. Yeah, 6 or 7 innings out of Flaherty. Oh, no, I think he went 5. He went 5 2/3, I believe. Then Connor went in. That's where that 1/3 comes from. So, yeah, but no earned runs other than the one blemish from Drew Anderson in game 1 of the series. So picking up where they left it last year. This pitching staff is not liable to give up runs. Unfortunately, Verlander just had a poor day. Here comes Javi Baez to start off the Tigers' half of the 5th inning, and he takes a fastball inside for a strike. Just clips the zone there. Javi 1 waggle, 2 waggle, gets ready. He's going to take a slurve, and that's going to be called a strike on the outer third of the plate. Diamondbacks have somebody warming up in the bullpen. They are not announcing it. I think that's Kevin Ginkel. If I'm not wrong, number 37 warming up for the Diamondbacks, looking to secure their first win of the season. And they're started off on the right foot for that as Baez fans on strike 3, slider way out of the zone. Look too good to him, though. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Kerry Carpenter, hoping to do what he did last time and get on base for the 2-hole hitter Gleyber to hopefully scratch a run across. You know, you still got plenty of ball game left, but you know, each inning you don't score, it's just like, oh, okay, here we go. It's gonna be the same as the other day and days gone in the past. He takes a curveball in the zone for strike 1. And he takes Another curveball, this time up in the zone, and it's going to be a strike still. Count now 0-2 to Carpenter. Soroka's just filling in that zone. He's not doing anything fancy. He's putting that ball over the plate, and he's putting it in unhittable spots. And just like that right there, Carpenter fans and misses, and he's out. 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 strikeouts for Soroka here in the 5th, looking sharp. This, you got to believe, would be his last inning here at 86 pitches. Labor just, let's see some pitches here. Let's get King Ginkle in now before this inning's up. And he fans and misses on a cutter outside. 2 pitches off an immaculate inning here for Mike Soroka. We would love to see it. I mean, I wouldn't love to see it. But I guess if we're not going to do anything, at least we can see an immaculate inning. That'd be nice. See what we get here on the 0-1. And it is a foul ball off the foot of Glaber. 1 pitch away from perfection. I'll definitely show this one. See what happens. I got to blank my screen. I don't want to get spoiled. Here we go. See what happens. He's looking in. 0-2. Will it be immaculate? It will be. Wow. An immaculate inning from Mike Soroka. He gets Baez on 3. He gets Carpenter on 3. And then he gets Gleyber Torres on 3. Wow. That ain't something you see every day. Fortunate for the Tigers, but, you know, it's a long season. Even when the other team does something good, something you don't see often, you know, you got to appreciate it, you know. We love the game for the stuff that happens. Sometimes it happens to your team. You still got to appreciate it. And I very much do. Anyways, with that, I'm going to take a, which one is it? Bathroom break. There we go. Hold on. Bathroom break. I want to read All right. I am back. Arenado has shot a ground ball through the overshifted infield and is rewarded with a base hit. Runners will be at first and second here for the Diamondbacks in their half of the fifth inning. 2 on, 1 out, and that'll bring up the lefty Alex Thomas to face the lefty Emmanuel De Jesus. Here at 20 pitches so far in the fifth, 11 of them for strikes. And he's going to square the bunt. He gets it down right in front of home plate. Dingler gets up to throw it, but it's going to be called foul. That bunt was hit right into the home plate, popped up backwards, and Dingler pounced on it as quick as possible to try to make a play, but it was called foul. Maybe a good thing, too, because that would have been a good play to get the lead runner at third, but I don't believe McGonigal was quite covering the bag. He kind of crashed a little hard. They most likely would have had to take the for sure out at first base, and Thomas would have done his job. Most likely will not bunt again, and he hits this cutter high the other way, deep into left field. It's going to one hop off the wall. Riley gets it in quickly. The runner will score from second as Arenado scampers up to third. It is 6-0 Diamondbacks here in the fifth off an Alec Thomas double. Squared to bunt his first time up, couldn't get it down, so he decided, why bunt? Let's just absolutely find some barrel and drive it. And drive it he did. This was very close to being out of here. Just hit off the middle of that left field wall. He got a good chunk of that one. It'll be the first earned run off of Jesus so far in his young tenure as a Detroit Tiger. As the pitching coach, Chris Fetter, comes out to talk to him, maybe calm him down. Tell him maybe he's doing something wrong in his mechanics, maybe dipping the elbow, maybe coming too over the top, not enough over the top, landing wrong, who knows. Only the pitching coaches got a keen eye for that, and it could be even something even less obscure. You don't know. That'll bring up the switch hitter. Carlos Santana will now bat from the right side for the first time in this ball game, facing the lefty. And the pitch is a changeup outside for ball one. Santana 0 for 2 so far today. Has made solid contact off of Verlander, but that was from the left side. We'll see what Santana can do here. Now switched over as the infield is drawn in here. And Santana fouls off a changeup almost in the same spot. This one caught a little bit more of the plate. Count is now evened up at 1-1. As Santana will readjust the gloves, look out at De Jesus, get his foot back in the box, dug in, get into his normal stance. And he is ready for De Jesus' offering, and it is a fastball inside just off the plate. Count now squarely in Santana's favor at 2-1. Santana's a professional hitter. He'll give you a professional at bat, looking to put more on here, and he takes a fastball inside again. This time a little more inside. The first one was borderline. First one I thought might get challenged by the Tigers. It was not. Still a ball, and this one was even more inside and a ball. The 3-1 offering to Santana here. And it's a changeup inside for ball 4. The bases are now juiced for Vargas. I was going to look up how to pronounce his first name. I think it's Eldemaro Vargas, something like that. I was going to look up how to pronounce his name, and then I didn't do that. So that's what we're going with. He's going to switch around too. He's a switch hitter, and he's going to take a cutter at the upper part of the plate for strike one. Jesus looking to get out of this jam with a ground ball. Vargas is not the fleetest of foot. You would like to think a ground ball with any kind of exit velo to it would be able to get the Tigers out of this as he skies a high fly ball. This will stay in the infield. Second base umpire will call for the infield fly. Batter is automatically out. 2 out now. Base is still loaded for the Diamondbacks. That'll bring up the young left fielder Jordan Walker. Originally shortstop, they have him playing left field in favor of Geraldo Perdomo. Sorry. as they show a shot of Hobby popping some sunflower seeds. Jesus fires fastball this time inside and catches the inside part of the zone to get ahead early in the count. Waller starts with the bat on his shoulder and then immediately gets it up when DeJesus gets in his ready position as he takes the changeup outside off the plate for ball one. Count evened up at 1-1. 6-0 for the Diamondbacks here in the fifth. Tigers looking to stop the bleeding here and not let them score no more and save their opportunities for their bats as Lawler fouls a pitch off, which will add a strike to his count and puts it to 1-2 for the young outfielder. He's going to ask for time here to get an extra beat to really make up his mind on what he's looking for out of Emmanuel here. And here's the 1-2 offering, the kick, the separation, the fire, fastball up way out of the zone for ball two. 2-2 now the count. Fastball up out of the zone. The count is now full at 3-2. The runners will get a bit of a start. I was never told, I should have asked somebody at some point about if you're on third base here in a full count, how far down that line are we going to get? Because if Lawler gets one inside here that he just needs to fight off and gets out in front of, stay alive, and you're coming down that line with like the same velocity like you're going to like second base, the runner on first would, and you're going to get absolutely smoked. So what is it, halfway, a third? I'd have to look that up. And he takes a changeup out of the zone for ball four. That'll force in a run from third base. Arenado touches home. That pushes the lead to 7-0 for the Diamondbacks in the fifth. That'll bring up Ketel Marte. He started the party off today with a base hit, scored on a Corbin Carroll triple. Corbin Carroll also responsible for the 3 runs the Diamondbacks put up in the second with a absolute bomb off of Justin Verlander. Of the 3-run variety, as Brant Herter is up in the bullpen getting loose for the Tigers. Foul ball down the right field line. Count is now 0-1 to Ketel Marte. Base is still juiced for the Diamondbacks. Still 2 out. Tigers still looking to get that last out here. Hoping it comes in the form of Ketel Marte. As he rolls over a ball foul down the left field line. DeJesus sets, DeJesus fires, and this is a chopper to third. Baez gets it on the short hop, fires to second, and they're going to get the force out at second. Boy, that was close. I wonder if the Diamondbacks will think about taking a look here at it. Live, it looked like he was safe, but that runner's coming in fast, and the guy stays just standing still, so he almost always looks safe on a play like that. But why not if you're the Diamondbacks here? You don't even really need to even think about it. It's a close play. You're up by 7. It's house money here. Why not? Gets you another run. You don't imagine you're going to need it. And they will take a look at it. Corey Lavelle on the top step with bench coach Jeff Bannister just behind him looking over his shoulder, former head coach or former manager of the Texas Rangers. Here's the throw over to second. That's a bad angle, but it looks like Lawler doesn't have his foot on the bag, but from the angle I saw, I can't really 100% tell you. That's the truth. This is a better angle. Glaber's got his foot on the bag. There's the foot, and he's safe. He is safe at second base by quite a bit, and that'll keep the inning alive for the Diamondbacks. They haven't announced it yet, but his foot's on that bag before that ball is in the glove. Crowd's cheering. Just waiting for official word from the home plate umpire, who is the crew chief tonight. Crowd very ecstatic. That was Marte running. He might have had a better chance going to first, but it was I don't know. Let's see. Where's Marte? Oh yeah, he should have went to first. Probably should have went to first base on that. Marte was not quite getting down the line, and Lawler was busting down there. So we'll see what maybe New York inexplicably says there's not enough evidence to overturn. And they will not. Lawler safe at second. The bases will remain loaded. Tack on another run for the Diamondbacks. And they will now lead it 8-0, I believe. Yeah, there's the. I mean, he's safe. Man, let me see if I can get it up quick enough. I'll rewind it. You can see, look, they'll freeze frame it. His foot's clearly on the bag. Ball isn't in his glove. That'll be the end of the day for Emmanuel DeJesus. Got the ground ball he needed. Javi thought he had an easy play at second base. Unfortunately, was not true. That's 7. 7-0. Not 8. Thought it was 8. Not 8. Tigers bring in lefty Brant Herter, 63 innings last year, 2.43 ERA. OPS against 672. This is a good reliever for the Tigers. He's going to be asked to just hopefully eat some innings, and he has that in the bag. Oh, it is 8-0. They just haven't updated the little score bug that I can see with MLB TV. And the first pitch is a ball out of the zone, dropped by Dingler, but nobody will advance. It doesn't get anywhere. The 1-0 to Corbin Carroll from Brant Herter. It is going to be a sinker put in there for a strike. Count is now 1-1. Corbin Carroll 2 for 3 on the day with a triple and a home run, a double and a single shy of the cycle. Let's see some history, huh? Tigers are gonna lose. Let's at least see something you don't see every day. We already saw an immaculate inning. Maybe we'll get a little more, and it appears not so. This is laced right at Riley Green in left field. This is a can of corn. He will catch it, and the Tigers stop the bleeding. 8-0 Diamondbacks after 5. 2 out for the Tigers will be Colt Keith, Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson. You got to imagine that's going to be the end of the line for Michael Soroka. I wonder if they will not. They probably won't bring in Ginkel now. At least I believe that was Ginkel warming up. They didn't show the name, but I think 37. I think that's Ginkel. Yeah, imagine they won't go to Ginkel because he's kind of He's a pretty good reliever, and it's 8-0. Maybe you want to do it in the sixth, put in Ginkel just to, it's your home opener. You want to make sure you secure that win, get through the sixth. Because this will be the last inning the Tigers really need to put a couple of runs on the board here. Now you can't afford to just put up 1 or 2. You got to at least probably score 3 or 4. I mean, it's baseball. Anything can happen. You could score. I mean, they scored, 8 runs in 5 innings? Well, they took the 5th to do it, so we need 4 innings to score 8 runs, but it's been done before. It can happen again. So maybe you do bring in Ginkel, just shut them down right here, and if they don't score again, that pretty much puts a cap on it. We'll see. Diamondbacks were none too happy to lose 3 straight to the division rival Dodgers to start the season, looking to get their revenge on the Detroit Motor City Kitties, the Detroit Tigers. Oh, look, the mascot race. Who's going to win? They're running. Rumbling. Fumbling. Stumbling. Here comes the big unit. Randy Johnson rounding the corner. He's looking to overtake him, and he does. Wow. Randy Johnson, the winner of the mascot race here in Arizona. Look at him. He's so proud. Let's go. The big unit. One of the best to ever do it. This Colt Keith takes a ball out of the zone. Fastball at 94. Up. And yep, the Diamondbacks will bring in Kevin Ginkel as Keith fans on a slider in the zone. It'll push the count to 1-1. Let's see what Ginkel has done for the Diamondbacks so far this year. He pitched 1 inning in the loss to the Dodgers on Friday. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Just getting them out the old-fashioned way, as God intended. Ball in play, fielder fielding, thrown to first, catching in the air, all that good stuff. Doesn't look like a good season last year. 29 innings. I wonder if he got hurt. Like it was a shortened season. It's the ball out of the zone. The count is 3-1. I guess Ginkel wasn't a high leverage reliever. I thought he was pretty good. It must be just me my MLB The Show knowledge. Cole Keith is much more relaxed stance in the zone as he laces a fastball foul. Count is now full at 3-2. Action pitch upcoming. Keith looking to start the rally here. You got the 2 lefties in Keith and Green. Oh, and a slider just down. Broadway taken by Keith for strike 3. That'll be the first out of the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Riley Green. Really nothing to this pitch. This pitch started in the zone and just stayed in the zone. And I guess Keith was sitting fastball and he just got froze. 36 home runs for Riley last year, hoping to make it 37 and spark a little life in the offense for the Tigers. Time is running thin, especially 8-0. Now the Diamondbacks put 3 more up in the 5th, but match that 3 spot right here, and let's just see what happens. Fastball called a strike on the outer third of the plate. Count is 1-1 to Riley, who's 1 for 2 on the day. And here's a little nubber from Riley that gets back to the mound. Ginkel fields and fires to first and gets Green in plenty of time to force the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Oh, and they show up on the board. Instant 3 play for Arby's. Tigers score 3 runs, free small curly fries. Well, if you were relying on those curly fries, you would have gone hungry on Saturday. Hoping the Tigers can feed up the good people of Detroit with some small rally fries. Maybe put up a couple of runs and see what they could do as Torkelson takes a fastball square in the zone for strike 1. Eagle sets. Eagle fires. Slider. That appeared to be a strike. And they're not going to challenge up 8-0. I wonder what the strategy is going to be in blowout games. Are we just going to throw challenges out willy-nilly? Are we just going to kind of let the game take its course? It appears that Moreno and Ginkel chose to just let it take its course. Torkelson fans and misses at a worse slider. This one a good 2 inches out of the zone instead of inside of it. Count is now 1-2 to the Tigers' first baseman. He's going to ask for time, get a breather, hopefully dial in on something and see what he can do. 0 for 2 on the day for Torkelson thus far. And he gets one off the end of the bat into center field. It is sinking, but Alex Thomas, makes a sliding catch out in center field. A nice play from the center fielder. Maybe the show replay. Think you show a replay? Nice play. Got a decent read on it. Got there quick. Oh, showing it again. Whoop. Tigers unable to do anything there, sadly. Hate to see it. But what are you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you? I'd like to take this time to welcome everybody into the stream that is watching now. I'm having a good time, even though the Tigers are losing. I was hoping to be a little closer here off of Verlander's first start in a Tigers uniform in quite a while. Fortunately, has not gone that way, but hopefully maybe we can see something cool today. Maybe we see another immaculate inning. Maybe Corbin Carroll gets more at-bats, hits for the cycle. Who knows? Maybe McGonigal has another good at-bat, gets his first career home run. That would be nice to see. Still a lot of things to see in a blowout ball game like this. If you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe if you enjoy what you're seeing. Like the stream if you are enjoying it as well. Mostly upload video game stuff. Doing a Resident Evil 5 series with my friend Josh. I have his camera, is like his perspective up in the top left. And then my screen is the main game, so you can kind of see what both of us are doing. I try to upload one of those at least every other day. I got his perspective rendered, and I just need to edit his part, or edit the videos together and then upload that tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. And back to the game. Herder swings his hips as he starts his delivery, and it is a sweeper that is fouled off for strike one. 0-1 the count to Geraldo Perdomo, also a switch hitter. I didn't realize this, but the Diamondbacks lineup is filled with switch hitters, now batting from the right side. Switching him around, maybe cool him down a little bit, even though he is 0 for 2. So maybe it'll spark something for the young man. Let's see what he can do. On 0-2, he's going to ask for time as Herder is taking too long in his personal opinion. Good season last year. 851 OPS. Herder delivers the 0-2, way outside the zone for ball 1. 1-2 now the count to Geraldo Perdomo. Hoping to just keep tacking on runs for the Diamondbacks. Can't have too many. There's no clock in this sport. Can't just run it down, take knees, run the ball. You got to keep putting the pressure on. As that's another ball. Count evened up to Perdomo. You know, a lot of people in blowouts like this, you know, someone steals a bag or someone swings 3-0. As the 2-2 pitch from Herder is a ball that'll push the count full. A lot of people have a problem with people stealing or hitting a home run in blowout games like this. I get to a point. I mean, if it's 20-0 in the 9th inning, you know, maybe don't steal a bag. But 8-0 in the 6th, there's no clock in this sport. Steal a bag, get an extra base. We've seen big comebacks before in this sport, and this one's chopped to first base. Torkelson gets it. Herder covering the flip is clean, and Perdomo is out at first base by plenty. First out for the Tigers is a ground out to Torque, flip to Herder. Lego. Oh, who's the Tiger of the day? Let's go. Johnny Mohart Played just 5 games in 1922. Detroit's only non-pitcher with 1,000 average. Couldn't find time behind outfielders Ty Cobb, Harry Hellman, and Bobby Veach. I don't really like the Tiger of the Day stuff, to be honest with you. I mean, cool. It's, and it gets to a point. There's a lot of people that used to play for the team. They're just going to be able to keep going. Where's Ramon Santiago? That's what I'm asking. Strike 1 to Moreno. Ball 1 on a sinker inside. Count evened up. This is a fastball down the middle, hit high. Not very high, actually. Just a weak pop-up down the right field line. Torkelson was chasing after it, but unable to get to it. It was just a little flare off the label of the bat, right off the trademark. Count now in Herder's favor at 1-2, looking to just get some innings out of him here. DeJesus fortunately gave up a couple of runs in his appearance, needing to call Herder into action as he throws a sweeper that doesn't sweep, just stays outside for ball 2. Hopefully Herder can get through this, the 7th, and just give the Tigers some length as Moreno gets under this one and he hits it deep into left field. Riley at the wall, timing it up. It does not need to jump as it dies at the wall, and he's able to make the catch. Man, those high fly balls. I mean, it's a dome here in Arizona. I believe the roof is up, so you got to wonder. That's the second time Moreno here and then Arenado last time that it looked like they absolutely got a charge into it, and then their reactions off the bat, it looked like it was gone. But just a step off the outfield wall, so maybe just missing it, maybe just off the inside part of the bat, and then them hoping that it gets out. They'll bring up the aforementioned Arenado as he fans at a back foot sweeper out of the zone. Herder toes the slab, looks in for a sign, likes what he hears, kind of sways the glove in his hips. Arenado hits a slow roller to McGonigal. He gets up, he fires to first, and the side is retired for the Tigers here in the 6th. Still 8-0 as we head into the bottom part of the 6th. It'll be McGonigal, Dingler, and Meadows to lead it off. Most likely, if nothing changes, this would be... Well, no, still the 6th. I guess you could still get into the 9th for another McGonigal at bat, so... I won't say this is McGonigal's last chance this game to hit his first home run, but could be one of his last. It'd be nice to see, huh? It'd be nice to live stream and commentate. Even if we lose 1-8, but that 1 home run's Kevin McGonigal hitting an absolute moonshot to dead center. That'd be nice to see. Give you something to build on. An unfortunate start for Verlander. He just went 3 2/3, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, gave up a home run. One of them unearned, gave up. Oh, no, never mind. I was looking at the hits. 6 hits. 5 runs off 6 hits. Unfortunate start for Verlander, but towards the end of it, he did find there was 3 good curveballs I saw towards the end of his start where he throws 3 different Diamondbacks. And then the fastball to boot off of it. The hitters looked a little fooled, but he just didn't have that out pitch. He was getting 0-2, and he was falling behind in the count sometimes, no doubt about it. But it seemed like he was getting to 0-2 very often. And he just didn't have that put away pitch today. Hopefully, that curveball that we saw at the end of his outing, mixed with the fastball, helps him in his next start against the Cardinals on Sunday. A game I will be attending. I'm very happy. Verlander in his first home start since I think it said August 20th against the Rockies. I remember when Verlander got traded to the Astros. I was in a bar after a softball game I played, watching it up on the big board, and it was around one of the TVs. Got into the midnight hours. It was like 11:59. Didn't look like he was gonna get traded, and then at like 12:01, like the news broke that they just got it in under the gun, and It was nice to see. As in steps Kevin McGonigal, as we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They have yet to. Oh, it's going to be Joe Ross. There it is, Ross. Joe Ross in now, number 22, as McGonigal fouls off a pitch for strike one. Let's see what Joe Ross has done so far for them this year. He last pitched on Saturday. Gave him a full inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Again, just like Ginkel, getting outs the old-fashioned way. Ball is in play. As McGonigal takes a sinker that darts out of the strike zone for ball one. McGonigal with an electric start to his season, looking like a seasoned veteran at the plate. Able to take pitches, foul them off, put them in play, find barrels. He's looking to do more of the same here as this pitch is out of the zone. Don't say these at-bats don't matter. It's 8-0, but McGonigal is still, as good of a start as it was, and as foolish as it may seem, you still got to earn your keep up here in the big leagues. He's looking to keep that flame going as he takes a 2-1 slider for a ball. It'll be a 3-1 count. McGonigal. Let's see if he gets a good one here. If they just put him on with Dingler on deck. See what he gets, and it's going to be another sinker way out of the zone. For ball four, that's going to be a walk for Kevin McGonigal. Good at bat. Pitcher seemed a little fearful of him. Oh, they're doing a Daniela's road trip checklist. Her road checklist is AJ Hinch restaurant recommendations in San Diego to meet up with traveling Tigers fans and to meet. Oh, this ball is laced into the left center field gap off the bat of Dingler, and that's going to one-hop up against the fence. McGonigal around third. He is going to be held. Nope, he's going to score. They show him he scored. And the Tigers get their first run on the board via Dylan Dingler. He is hitting the ball good this year, man. He is finding barrel. He is finding gaps. He's working at bats. Fresh off a Gold Glove. I'm excited for my boy's future, dog. I love Dingler. Gives you a good at bat each time, and he's liable to go deep on you. And instead of showing the replay of it, we're going to show a couple Tiger fans in San Diego. Because what else do you do in an 8-1 game when Benetti is behind the microphone? Just do bullshit. Oh, those same fans are there today. That's neato. We'll bring up Parker Meadows. He's going to take a sinker out of the zone. Joe Ross just in there, most likely just to give innings. It's 8-1. It's not quite position player time yet here in the 7th, so we're putting at least a professional pitcher out there. Let's see if the Tigers take advantage of it here. Put a couple of quick runs up on the board quickly as he takes ball 2. 2-0 count to Parker. See, this is that little danger spot here now. You got a runner on, 2-0 count to Parker. If he gets something good, buggy whips one. Little 3-8 ball game, 5-run game. He can score 5 runs in 3 innings now. Come on now. But it all starts with Parker. Let's see what he can do. And he's going to take another sinker outside. That'll push the count 3-0. So let's see. Last time Parker had a 3-0 count, he took a fastball right down the middle. And then had a nasty backdoor slurve on him. And had to swing at 2 worse sliders low out of the zone. And here's the 3-0 pitch. And that is going to be a fastball. Not quite down the middle on the outer third. Not a pitch you want to keyhole in on 3-0 and take a hack at. So good take there by Parker Meadows. See if we can get something a little more inside that you can just drop those hands on and get the lever on. The tall, lanky center fielder. Let's see what he can do. 3-1, and it is fouled off. Sinker in the same spot. That's a good pitch. 3-1. Up by a bunch. You don't want to just lay one in there to get them right back into thinking about coming back to win this game. And you also don't want to walk them to put another runner on for even more runs if someone gets any funny ideas and finds a barrel. So outer third, good spot for Joe Ross. And here's the 3-2 pitch, and it is a ground ball. Hit hard, but right at the second baseman, Marte. He fields and fires the first. For the first out of the 7th inning, Dingler will advance to third base. It'll bring up Javier Baez. What's Javi today? Let me look at the thing. Javi is 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. See if you can do a little better here. The pitch, and it is a fastball hit the other way into right field for a base hit. Dingler will score. Javi up to first, and the Tigers put a second run here up on the board in the 7th. It is now a 2-8 ball game. Interesting. Up next is Kerry Carpenter. This is a sinker that's up and way inside, but they've been throwing that first pitch to Javi. So he said, you know what? I'm looking up inside here. And he gets it. It's not a perfect pitch, but if you're looking for it and you have the right mindset, you can definitely shoot that the other way. And that's exactly what he did on an overshifted infield. Now I'll bring up the leadoff man, Kerry Carpenter. And he takes a slider low and in. That appeared to be a strike, but the Diamondbacks are not challenging it. They have their full complement of challenges, that being 2. And they choose not to take one there. If Kerry can find the stands out in the outfield, it'll be a 4-run game now. The Tigers are trying to creep, and he fouls this one off. Count will even up at 1-1 now. Worst run differential after the 6th inning since start of 2025. Rockies at -78. Nationals -68, Twins -58, and the Diamondbacks at -39. Quite a jump there between the Diamondbacks and the Rangers. As there's another sinker outside. Ross can't really find that sinker. If he does, they're in pretty decent spots. You know. You know what? I shouldn't say that because the hit that Javi got was off the sinker, but I mean, it was not a strike. I mean, that was just, he lost it. And again, I guess he didn't really have it. It would have been a ball, but just Javi being Javi. As Kerry fans on that same sinker that's outside, but doesn't get a piece of it, and the count is now evened up at 2-2. That was a good sinker, though. I mean, that started down the middle and just bit away from him. Ross is going to step off. I don't know if Kerry called time or not, but somebody called time. See what Kerry can do here. 2-2 runner on first. The kick, the pitch, and swing and a miss on a splitter outside. That had some good movement, too. Just everything away to Kerry there. And Kerry unable to lay off of it. Seems to be the formula pitchers have been going off of Kerry this year. Just peppering outside, and he just can't seem to get to it as long as it's not high and outside. Anything high, he's got a chance to get to and do damage which is what he did in his lone hit of the season earlier in today's game. But just keeping it low and away or middle away, and he doesn't have really a chance at it. As Glaber lines this one up the middle, one hop to Alec Thomas. This will be a base hit. Gets it in quickly. Perdomo fakes the throw into second base. No throw, though. The Tigers now have 2 on here in the 7th. That'll bring up Colt Keith, the Tigers' designated hitter. Let's see what he can do here. I wonder if they're going to move on from Ross here, if they got a lefty warming up in the pen. Keith is walking away, so more than likely someone is coming out to at least talk to Ross right now. And it is the pitching coach, so Ross will face Keith here with 2 on. Kaplan, number 77. Tigers hitting coach whispering into Colt Keith's ear. Telling him, you got this, man. Let's see if Keith can continue his hot start. Last time up, he absolutely drilled the ball deep to center field. Would probably have been gone in most ballparks, but that little overhang out here in Arizona caught his ball and said, no, that will not be gone. It was a double. The Tigers still had a chance. There was only 1 out. Runners on first and third. Keith thought he had a home run. You can see him round first. He pumped his fist, and then he round second hard, realized Carpenter was not moving off of third. Had to hit the brakes and almost ate it down in the dirt. This is the sinker to start off the at-bat to Keith. It is out of the zone. 416 feet. He hit that ball for a double in the third. Longest double in MLB this season. Highway robbery. Looking to get that back here as he takes a sinker low and out of the zone. Count now in his favor at 2-0. Steven Keel in here. It's like I was saying last night. There's no clock in the sport. You're up 8-0. Take that extra base. Take that big hack 3-0. Keep putting runs on. Don't give your opponent a chance to get back in this thing. And the Diamondbacks have done just that as Keith fouls this one out of play. Count will now move to 2-1. And I hate to harp on it, but it really is impressive. Keith now having that more relaxed stance up there, just slowly, methodically moving that bat, timing up the pitcher, and he laces this one fair down the left field line. It'll get all the way into the corner. Javi's going to score. Here comes Glaber around third. He's going to score. An RBI double from Colt Keith, and the lead is now cut in half, 4-8. Colt Keith takes advantage. And the Tigers looking to strike. What a good piece of hitting. That sinker tailing away, and he just goes with it. Hits it right over the third base bag. The ball girl having to do a hop to get out of the way, and that ball just sticks into the corner. Glaber, not fleet of foot, but that ball stuck in the corner long enough that even he could score from first base. What a good piece of hitting from Keith. His second double so far today, and it should be a double and a home run today. He should have 4 RBIs now. But that's the way baseball is. It's now a ball game. Riley Green looking to shrink that lead even more here, as it's now a 1-0 count to him. And here is another sinker. Just some big swings that when you don't need it. That's a big old swing from Riley on a sinker that's just diving away. You don't need that here. A home run doesn't tie it up, doesn't win a game. Yeah, it gets you closer, but base hit the other way. Just keep the baton moving and still scores a run from Keith at second base. Oh, and that's a much better swing from Riley. Right back up the middle. It'll split the defenders. And Keith is going to score from second base. Thomas gets the ball in quick. And it is now 5-8 off a Riley Green RBI single. Tigers taking advantage of the Diamondbacks throwing Joe Ross up in there, thinking he could just put some balls over the plate, get some quick outs, and keep the line moving, but unable to do so. And that's got to be the night for Joe Ross. Yep, out comes Torey Lovello. I want to hear if the crowd's going to boo him. Let's go. The 3-1 ball game now for the Tigers. Square within strike distance. Don't let a team linger around like I'm saying. This game doesn't have a clock, does it? Let's go. Well, that's fun. If nothing else, that's fun. Score 5 runs in an inning. Got a chance. Got a chance to come back and do something special here in Arizona. Oops. I accidentally closed. What the hell? Oh, Lord. I hit the wrong button. I got to pull up MLB TV for myself. And then where is game day? There's game day. There we go. Meant to do F11, not F12. There we go. I'll make it full screen. Why not? Still put that up so it blocks it. Hold on, I gotta. Oh Lord. Hold on. First pitch to Torkelson's a ball from Ryan Thomas. Game day. There we go. All right, perfect. Oh, they're gonna call. What are they calling here? A balk? They're calling a balk here off Ryan Thomas. Did not come set. So Riley is gonna be able to get up to third. You can see Ryan here. He's just tapped. It's borderline, but I'll take it. We'll take it. Tigers will take it. Ryan Thomas with that low 3/4 arm angle throws a ball here. Count is now 2-0. And Torque is going to take another ball low. Well, that's just going to be 2-0. Torque thinks it's a walk, but because of the balk, that ball did not actually count. So Torkelson's going to have to put his shin guard back up. Honest mistake. Honest mistake. It happens. You have to re-engage here. Not going to be that simple. See if he's probably still going to take all the way down by 3. And he is, and it's just going to be put right in there, 90 miles an hour in the happy spot. Now let's see what kind of pitch he gets here. Oh, I'd love to get it to McGonigal. Could you imagine a walk and then McGonigal comes up? Oh, I'm getting hyped. Come on now. Torque, do it. Oh, they called another balk. They called another balk on Ryan Thomas. Now Riley's going to get to third. Wow. Man, if you're Torque, could you imagine if you could recognize that that's a balk and just get a free hack on something? If you don't know the balk rules, let's see him. Does he come set? No, he doesn't set. He just goes. So the balk rule, even if the balk's there, it's a dead ball, the runner advances. But if Torque swings at that and gets a base hit, the Tigers can keep it. As Torkelson buries this one into the left field corner, a hard hit ball off his bat. Lawler gets to it quickly, gets it in. Perdomo throws it in, but Torkelson sliding up into second base. An RBI double from Spencer Torkelson, and the Tigers cut the deficit to 2 here in the 7th. The 6th spot here for the Tigers. Incredible. Let's go. Just that little sinker again catches too much of the plate. Torkelson does nothing but drop the barrel on it. He can get up to 97. Torkelson might have a little bit of trouble catching up to them 97, 98 mile an hour fastballs, but if you put 90 over the plate, he's a professional hitter. He's gonna put some barrel on it and see what happens. And that's gonna bring up Kevin McGonigal. Let's see what he can do as he takes ball 1. Does McGonigal have more in the tank? So far in his young career, he's already more than helped the Tigers win a ball game. 10-pitch at bat against the Padres where he was able just to dump one over the second baseman's head and score 2 and take the lead late in that ball game. Looking to do more of the same here as he takes this one outside from Ryan Thomas. This one does not come back and catch the plate. And the catcher Moreno is going to go out and talk to Ryan Thomas, try and calm him down a little bit. Probably a little rattled off of giving up those 2 balks. Those balks were huge. If he didn't give up those balks, that double from Torque, Lawler got to it quickly. I don't know if the outfield shifted because of Riley moving up bases, but he still might have scored. Riley isn't the fleetest of foot. Lawler got to that ball really quickly. So if not for those 2 balks, Riley might not have scored. At least for the one. If it was just 1 balk, he would have scored from second. One to send him to third made it a done deal. All right, McGonigal's got a 2-0 hitters count, looking to do some damage here. Drop a barrel on one and tie this ball game up. See what he can do. 2-0 count, and this one's way outside from Ryan Thomas. He's going to ask for a new ball. That's the problem. 3-0 now to McGonigal. Boy, would you love a 3 light right here? A 3 light. Would you love a 3-0 green light right here for Kevin McGonigal? Catch one of those sinkers just over the plate, not doing a whole lot, running right into the barrel. Or just a base hit the other way. Let's cut the deficit to 1 now. Oh, and he's going to take. He can't find the zone. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk straight to Kevin McGonigal. And before that, he threw 3 straight balls to Torkelson along with 2 balks. So Ryan Thomas just not in it today. Ryan Thomas so far has not given up a run this year. He's pitched 2 1/3 inning, 2 strikeouts, no runs, no hits, no walks. As the pitching coach Kaplan will come out to talk to Ryan Thomas now. We love to see it. How about it? That guy doesn't love to see it. There's a Diamondbacks fan that's just absolutely upset. He's not happy, not having a good day. Feel bad for him, but happy for me. I feel bad for him, but I feel even happier for me. Bing up Dingler, big day so far for him. Just the 1 hit, but it was a double into the gap, scored a run. So see what you can do here. Hopefully do it again. Score 2 this time. All right. There's the first pitch of the at-bat to Dingler, and he takes a ball low out of the zone. Ryan Thomas still can't find the zone. He's a little upset. He's asking, where's that pitch? If you don't like it, you can challenge it, my man. We got that now in the sport. You think it's a strike? Tap your head. See what happens. Ryan Thomas gets set. Here's the 1-0. It is another sinker inside. He cannot find the plate. Wow. This is something. Ryan Thomas went 3 straight pitches to Torkelson for balls. Got back into the count, but had 2 balks to boot with it. And now is just struggling here. Against Dingler. Against McGonigal. Now Dingler. And 3-0 now is the count to Dingler. Thomas can't find the zone. Parker Meadows on deck. You wonder, does Dingler? You don't get a green light here. I've been talking about green lights on 3-0, but he can't find the zone. There's no way you just give him. You can't. You got to just keep the bat on your shoulder. And it's ball 4, ball 8. Ball 8 to Dingler. And now the bases are loaded for the young phenom in center field. The Tigers started this inning down by 8 and not putting together many hard hit balls. There's a couple sprinkled here and there, but mostly with 2 out. And now they've scored 6 here in the 7th and have the bases loaded with 2 out. And Torey Lovello is going to come out and take Ryan Thomas out of the game. He's going to bring in Juan Morillo, who so far this year has 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. See what he can do. See if he can stop this madness the Tigers are putting together. See, this is why you watch the game. This is why you play the game. This is why you love the game. Let's go. I thank everybody that's in the stream right now for watching. This is my first time doing this. I appreciate anybody sticking around and anybody that's liked the stream so far and anybody that's subscribed. I'm sorry that the game day up on the screen is ahead of me, ahead of my commentary. It's taking raw data from the stadium and uploading it pretty directly. And the MLB TV is on a bit of a delay for me. So I'm probably like a good 10, maybe 12 seconds behind. I'm not too sure. I've tried to not look at it to get spoiled. So I apologize for that, but I'm trying to bring a little excitement. I'm excited. Some people are probably watching to see just my great reaction to the game too. And they're showing some footage up on the Tigers broadcast of Will Smith hitting a walk-off home run against them. I believe that was the final game where I think they lost 2-3. It seemed like they had the lead against the Diamondbacks, but were unable to hold on. And here comes Parker Meadows up with the bases loaded, and he takes strike one, a curveball up in the zone, a slider, sorry. And he takes. Let's see. This has been a fun inning. Let's see if the Tigers can keep the good times rolling, and it starts and ends with Parker Meadows. 0-1 is the count to him, and fastball up out of the zone. Ball one, count evened up for the young center fielder, the lefty. Almost didn't make the team. The Tigers sent Wenzel Perez down and instead kept Parker up mostly for his glove, but looking to come through with his bat here, or perhaps his eye, as he takes a changeup low out of the zone for ball two. Now the count squarely in his favor. Looking for just something middle down and kind of in, just to drop those hands on and just get a barrel to it. And it's a fastball low and inside, ball three. This is a count it's not 3-0. It's not where you want to auto take. This is something where you can keyhole in on a spot right here and really do some damage and do something crazy. As Parker hits one up the middle, it's going to be gloved by Marte and thrown to first. And Parker Meadows is out, and that'll end the Tigers' rally. The Tigers score 6 in the 7th and make it more than a ball game. Make it very, very close. Let's go. Unfortunately, Meadow couldn't get a hit there. He found barrel, just kind of rolled it over up the middle. Good inning though. Tigers most likely. Oh, will they move on from Herder? Thomas is coming up. Maybe they let him face Thomas, and then if they want to, they have their choice. After Thomas, 2 switch hitters come up in Carlos Santana and Vargas. So they want to leave Herder in to face Thomas. They can do just that. And then if they want to switch Carlos Santana around, they can. If they don't, maybe they bring in a different lefty. Maybe they bring in Tyler Holton to face Thomas, put Carlos Santana on his right side and Vargas down on his right side. I don't exactly know their splits against left-handers and right-handers. So we'll see what AJ Hinch decides to do. Just glad it's a ball game. I thought my first time doing this was going to be a blowout, like 12-0, and the most fun we were going to have is seeing a Diamondbacks immaculate inning and watching Zach McKinstry pitch the last inning of the game. But fortunately, we didn't get to see that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see my boy Silver Slugger Zach McKinstry pitch. But fortunately, it's for a good reason. It's because the Tigers are squarely back in this game. Love to see it. Tigers offense in the 7th inning, the 12 batters came up to the plate. They drew 3 walks, scored 6 runs, 2 balks from Ryan Thomas. That's funny they threw that up there as a stat. And that was a 27-minute inning. And Brant Herter is gonna stay out there. After 27 minutes sitting down, probably more from coming in and stuff. So about a half hour sitting down, you would think you would want to move on, maybe. Saw him getting a little tired or sore, but they're going to stick with him as he buries a sinker inside to Alec Thomas, and he fights it off for strike one. The ball goes foul. How about it? Tigers looking to do something fun here tonight. See if they can finish it off. Herder swings the hip, swings the glove, fires a sinker up, and that ball stays in the zone. That's a good pitch. Ball has so much movement on. I mean, that's such a good pitch from Herder. The 0-2 offering. Swing and barely fought off up the middle. Javi will range to his left. Field and fire and gets Thomas to record the first out here in the home half of the 7th. That'll bring up Carlos Santana. Showing a clip of Ryan Thomas in the dugout just looking at his little iPad. 100% he's looking to see if those were balks. Not, oh, my pitch is out of the zone. What were my mechanics? What was this? What was that? As we see a strike one dotted from Herder up and away, just catches a piece of the zone. He's definitely checking. Was that a balk? Did I come set? Let me pause, unpause, look. I got hosed. No way those were boxes. Carlos Santana rolls this one over to the second baseman, Torres. He fields easy, fires it over to first. Torres makes the play. The Diamondbacks quickly have 2 out here in the 7th. Porter making good work out of the Tigers' pen so far. 2 innings pitched, hasn't given up a run. I don't think he's given up hits either. It'll bring up Vargas as Herter sails a fastball for ball 1. Tigers will have up Javier Baez, Kerry Carpenter, and Gleyber Torres to start off the top of the 8th as Vargas absolutely drops a barrel on one and hits it high and far, and that ball is gone. Solo home run from Ildelmaro Vargas, a 431-foot blast, and the Diamondbacks get one of those 6 runs back here in the 7th. It is now a 6-9 ball game. Man, that was a good pitch to hit. That was just a sinker that started down and then kind of went, it started like down the middle and then just kind of had not a lot of drop. Just kind of stayed a little flat. And Vargas just dropped the barrel on it and he knew it right away. He got all of that one, no doubt about it. That's huge. That's clutch. That's it. That is clutch to get a run back after that. The other team, as that's a fastball inside taking for a ball. The other team scores a lot of runs, 6. You know, you thought you had this game in the bag, 8-0. You throw your white flag reliever out there in Joe Ross, and then they just fight and claw and score 6 runs. As this is check swing, he did not go. The count is 2-0. And then to get that home run back right there, that changes the air a little bit. That says, hey, we still have 9 runs, and you do not have as many as us. As this one is lined past the diving third baseman Kevin McGonigal for a base hit. Lawler is now on with 2 out. That'll bring up the second baseman switch hitting Ketel Marte. Gotta be looking to Hinch, see if he's gonna make a move here. And he is. He's gonna bring in a new reliever. Let's see who he brings in with Marte. He's going to bring in Kyle Finnegan. He's going to flip Marte around. He had one at bat right-handed earlier, and now he's going to bat left-handed against the right-handed throwing Kyle Finnegan. It's unfortunate to see Vargas hit one out there, but that's good for the Diamondbacks' morale, though, for them. If Herter gets through that inning clean, there's some buzz in the air for them, man. Parker, man. That's the thing. When they sent Wenzel down instead of Parker, I know why they did it. I mean, what Parker gives you in the glove is worth more than what Parker gives you, or than what Wenzel gives you with his bat. But man, for situations like that, it would have been nice to get a base hit there and tie it up. That would have been special, huh? Put up an 8 spot. Thank you. All right, Kyle Finnegan in for the Tigers. He was a free agent pickup, not free agent pickup, sorry. He was a trade acquisition from the Washington Nationals at the trade deadline in 2025. And he was very good for the Tigers that year. In his full season, 57 innings, 3.47 ERA. But for the Tigers, he really solidified a spot in that back end of the bullpen. Just kind of stabilized it a little bit. Vest was back there doing good things, but sometimes, you know, it was a question. Are we going to go to Vest here? Are we going to go to Holton? Are we going to go to this guy? And And Finnegan just kind of said, just give me the ball and I'll do my thing. Let's see what he can do here. And a little bit of different role now with the Tigers. They got Kenley Jansen, more of a closer. Finnegan more going to be a middle innings guy. Still in leverage spots. As this is called a ball, but Dingler's going to tap the helmet and RN say that was a strike. We'll see. It shows up on the big board. Yep. Half of that ball is squarely in the strike zone. And instead of it being 1-0, it is 1-0-1, which is a huge change. Huge change in average, OBP, OPS, every single stat imaginable. See what he does here. Finnegan slightly lean, back knee bent. Is he a quick move to first? And he had the runner hung up, but he overthrows Torkelson at first. Lawler is going to be able to scamper to third base. That's the second time so far this year that the Tigers had a runner dead to rights. Finnegan did everything right. He stepped off quickly, threw it to first, and just sailed Torkelson. Man. It was Dingler who did it, I believe, on Saturday. He had a runner caught at first and sailed Torkelson, so something Tigers might need to work on. Back to the task at hand, though, getting this batter out. The 0-1 is a splitter into the dirt. The count evened up at 1-1. Man. All right. Task at hand is still get Marte out. Get him out, end the inning. All that matters. Finnegan's 1-1. It is a ball outside, a splitter that just sails. Count in Marte's favor at 2-1. Looking to get a base hit and kind of take a lot of the wind out of the sails of the Tigers. After putting up a 6th spot, getting all the momentum back, Vargas drops a barrel on one, hits it high and far. And Marte fans over a splitter. Strike 2. Count evened up at 2-2. And now an oversale from Finnegan allows Finnegan to get, or allows Lawler to get to third. And this is a fastball hit to left field. Riley Green calling for it. He will make the catch. And that'll end the 7th. No harm, no foul from the throwing error from Kyle Finnegan. The Tigers now are coming up. Javier Baez, Kerry Carpenter, and Gleyber Torres will lead off. We'll see if Juan Morello will stay in the ball game to face the Tigers. If he does, you wonder if the Tigers go to a pinch hitter for Javi. Maybe they go to McKinstry. McKinstry doesn't have a hit this year yet, but, let's see what he can do maybe. Yeah, the only lefty on the bench right now for the Tigers is McKinstry. If they go to a lefty to match him, you could pinch hit Jahmai Jones for Kerry Carpenter, and then you get 2 at-bats there. So we'll see. Oh, Taylor Clark. They're saying that Taylor Clark's in the game. I don't know if he's left-handed. Bats, throws, right. So it's going to be a right-hander. So most likely see Zach McKinstry here for Javier Baez. He'll probably man second base. But we'll see. Maybe AJ has some faith in Javi. That's probably, I don't know. Is that the right move? Well, I don't know the whole Diamondbacks situation in their bullpen. Look at my stuff here. I don't think they have a lefty in their bullpen. Maybe Andrew Hoffman. I know Loizaga's a righty. I don't think they have a left. Let me look at their roster. Andrew Hoffman. No. Wow. They have Erod, but he's not a reliever. He's a starter. Interesting. Well, they can't go to a left. So, let me see. Soroka, So this whole series, more than likely, but I think Erod pitched the other day. We will not see a at bat from Jahmai Jones more than likely, unless they bring up somebody from the minor leagues. Begin the season, that's very unlikely. Hobby's going to stay in the game, and he's going to bat, and he's going to fan and miss at a breaking ball that is in the zone. Here comes Taylor Clark. Has he pitched yet for them this year? Let's see. He's pitched a third of an inning. 3 hits, 4 earned, no runs, no strikeouts. As a ball is taken here by Javier Baez. So that's nice to see. See if the Tigers can capitalize, or if that was just a fluke from Clark that day. As a fastball brushes Javi off the plate, he takes. Count is now 2-1. Career for Javi at Chase Field. It's 19 games, 364 average, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs, and over 900 OPS. Looking to capitalize as he hits the slider out over the plate, high down the left field line, but shallow and caught by Jordan Lawler. Out number 1 for the Tigers, half of the 8th inning. Up brings Kerry Carpenter. Let's see what Carp can do, man. We can get a home run on a Carp here. That'd be nice. Can you imagine? Kind of get him going. Even if you don't come back and fully win this game, it would just be nice to just get him going. See one go over and just get real comfortable up in the plate as he takes a cutter that cuts too much inside for ball 1. Or starts his motion, and Carpenter swings and hits a high fly ball foul. Another cutter from Clark. This one a little better, but still inside. Looking to overcome a 8-run deficit since September 27th, 2003. Wow. Carpenter takes a changeup low and away for ball 2. Tigers trailed 8-0 entering the 7th inning of this ball game when the Diamondbacks decided to bring in Joe Ross, and Joe Ross just didn't have it today. Pitches were sailing out of the zone. Pitches were catching too much of the plate. And the Tigers were able to take advantage. Also, Ryan Thomas then came in after to stop the bleeding as Kerry Carpenter fans on a slider down the middle. The count evened up at 2-2. Ryan Thomas is unable to catch the plate as well. Had a 3-0 count on 3 straight pitches to Torque. Ended up giving up a hit to him, a double. Then 2 straight walks on 4 pitches each as Carpenter fouls off this 2-2. And then the Tigers scored 6 runs that inning. Made a ball game out of it. Looking to make more than a ball game out of it. Looking to win the ball game out of it. As Carpenter fans out a slider in the dirt. As Moreno completes the strikeout to first base. Tigers 2 down here at the top of the 8th. Taylor Clark looking much better than he did against the Dodgers, where he only was able to manage 1 out. Gave up 3 hits, 4 earned, no walks, no strikeouts. As he gets the sign from Moreno, likes it, starts his windup, kicks and fires, sinker up out of the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 slider, front door, catches the inside part of the plate. On a 1-1, Tyler Holton warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. Good young lefty. Puts in good work on the mound. It'd be nice to see him today, as this one's a ball inside. It's good to see Holton because then that means the Tigers made a ball game out of this. Could definitely have just been Zach McKinstry coming in off the pen to pitch, or Jake Rogers, or throwing just maybe Drew Anderson to get him some work off of that poor outing against the Padres as Torres fouls off a slider. Count is now evened up at 2-2. Glad to see there's no quit in these Tigers. Love to see it. Hopefully this offense carries over into tomorrow as well. And hopefully it carries over into the 9th inning. Clark shakes off the first signal from Moreno. He accepts the second. He steps back in his motion. He kicks, he fires, and Glaber fouls off a sinker that's just perfectly placed on the outside corner. Glaber's going to give you a professional at bat. There's nothing else to say about it. He's a quality big league hitter who's just going to foul pitches off and see pitches and have a good at bat as he lasers a hanging slider deep to center field, but it's going to hang up long enough for Alec Thomas to camp under it and make the catch. Torres slams the helmet, frustrated. Tigers in the 8th inning with no runs on no hits, 2 strikeouts. Tigers most likely bring in Tyler Holton, who will face Corbin Carroll, Geraldo Perdomo, who will switch to the right side to hit, and then Gabriel Moreno, the catcher. Diamondbacks going to be looking to put some insurance runs up on the board. The Tigers are able to score 6th and 7th, so, they can score 6 again. Don't want that to happen. Diamondbacks will definitely use their closer, most likely. Probably we'll see Paul Sewald for the 9th, unless they just tack 6, 7, 8 runs up on the board. Maybe Loizaga is their closer. Let me see. No, I think it's Sewald. Yeah, Loizaga was the first pitcher they used Saturday against the Dodgers. We shall see. Soroka had a good outing today for the Arizona. Only went 5 innings, but 10 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Good to see that out of the young righty. Same cannot be said for Justin Verlander. Went 3 2/3 innings, 5 earned runs, 1 strikeout, gave up a 3rd home run to Carroll. Just didn't have that out pitch today that we're used to seeing out of Justin Verlander in a Tigers jersey. He was able to find a little bit of it towards the end of his outing. Found his curveball a little bit, buckled a couple Diamondbacks. Was able to work the fastball off of it. So we'll see if he can carry that over into his next start Sunday against the St. Louis Cardinals on Easter Sunday, 7:20. 7 2/3 innings from Tyler Holden, 3.66 ERA last season as he fires a ball low out of the zone to Corbin Carroll. Speedy lefty. He's got a home run and a triple on the day. His cycle dreams are more than likely dashed, but I'm sure he would take another home run to console him tonight as he takes a ball out of the zone. 2-0 the count now. Corbin Carroll has that bat high above his head, and he takes a fastball out of the zone. 3-0 the count now to Carroll. More than likely will be a take here. Up by 3, he's very speedy. A walk is a double here, more than likely. He takes ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Corbin Carroll, and frankly, somebody you can just not give a 4-pitch walk to. Not because he's a poor hitter. He's a very good hitter, but he's got speed, but he's also got power, so you can't just groove one, but tough to see. He definitely will be off at some point during the at-bat, which will keep Holton's focus not solely on the hitter. As the first pitch is a cutter low out of the zone. 5th ball in a row thrown by Holton coming out of the bullpen. Looking to snap that here with the 1-0 offering to Perdomo. Probably a good time to run if you were Carroll, you would think, and that's a cutter dropped in there for strike. Holton back on the strike train, hoping to not leave it. Carroll not going. This is a fastball low out of the zone. Count 2-1. Coral's definitely got Holton's attention over there, keeping a keen eye on him, varying his delivery. Maybe see a throw over here on 2-1. Nope, won't. And this is a change up low out of the zone. Count is now pushed to 3-1 on Geraldo Perdomo. Corbin Carroll has already walked just before this on 4 straight pitches. Holton hoping not to walk Perdomo too. And Perdomo fights this one off. Baez fields, fires the second, and is just able to get Carroll at second base for the force out. It's a good play from Baez deep into the shortstop, into that kind of 5 hole in between third and short. Was never going to get the double play unless McGonigal kicked that ball, but that was a lot to ask. It was a wide range over to his left. That'll bring up the catcher, Gabriel Moreno, who's responsible for a couple of ribbies today. And we'll see what Holton has for him here. A cutter up and out of the zone for ball 1. Diamondbacks up 9-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. Scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second off a 3-run home run from Carroll, 3 in the 5th, and a solo home run last inning from Eldamaro Vargas. As there's another ball, 2-0 the count now to Gabriel Moreno. Tigers, though, had not scored a run for 6 innings, and in the 7th, they put up a big 6 spot, able to get back into this ball game and make this a little more interesting, as there is the 3rd straight ball there to Moreno. See if he'll have a green light here with Arenado on deck. Holton's probably going to stay in to face him too, so we'll see. And that is a ball inside to Moreno, and that is another 4-pitch walk for Tyler Holton. And now he's going to have to face Nolan Arenado, who's not quite what he's been in the past, but if you still leave one over the plate, he's still got power in that bat. He'll hit it hard somewhere, and you don't want to take that risk. So, see what he does here. Dingler is going to talk to Holton out on the mound. Ask him what he wants to do, what's he thinking, how are we going to approach this, all that sort of good stuff. The home plate umpire is going to come out to break it up. And Dingler's back headed behind the plate. Alrighty. Let's do this thing. Arenado 1 for 4 on the day. Single and scored a run so far in this ball game. First pitch from Holton is a changeup low out of the zone for ball 1. The 5th straight ball Holton has thrown. Trying to get back in the zone with a quality pitch. Just a little backdoor cutter. And it is a cutter, but it's barreling inside, and Arenado swings at it after 5 straight balls and hits a foul. That pitch might have caught the bottom half of the plate, but with a pitcher wildly around the zone, wonder if the umpire would have given him the benefit of the doubt on it, and then you would have to rely on the Tigers to challenge there, which they most likely would have done in the late stages of a ball game like this. And Arenado swings at a cutter inside again, and Torkelson is going to have enough room over by the right field dugout, and that's going to be out number 2. That was squarely in the zone as well, but Arenado just wasn't able to get that bat out in front of it enough and hit it off the trademark, weak little fly ball, and barely stayed in play. Torkelson caught it right up against the net. Good play from the Tigers' first baseman. Then I'll bring up Alec Thomas, lefty on lefty. He went oppo last time, lefty on lefty for a double, and this is a ball called a strike that was down and away. Alec Thomas choosing not to challenge. And the 0-1 from Holton. He's looking for Perdomo back at second base, and swing and a miss at a sweeper. And now Holton's got himself an 0-2 count. Looking to put Alec Thomas away after some of the excitement in this inning. 2 4-pitch walks, hoping to not have them bite him in the behind. And here's the pitch and swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Good pitch from Tyler Holton ends the 8th inning. Tigers are up to bat in the top of the 9th now. They will have the Glaberman's last. They'll have Colt Keith, Riley Green, and Spencer Torkelson up to bat. Let's go. I believe Colt's going to start it off. I think Glaber had the last at bat. Yeah, I was talking to you. Yep, there it is. Colt Keith, Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson. All right. Came down to this. Tigers haven't gotten it done on the mound. And at the plate, they were able to score 6 off of a, quite frankly, not very good Joe Ross and a wild throwing Ryan Thomas, who could not find the plate and could not find the time of day to stop before pitching the ball on the mound and causing 2 balks. We'll see. See what the Tigers can do. Could be it. Could go to extras. Tigers could win in the 9th. Who knows? Oh, this would be nice. Can you imagine? First time doing this kind of thing. Spent a couple hours writing some stuff down. Tigers roster, their roster, the Tigers, or the Verlanders stats, Soroka stats. Kind of talk about, and then starting this a little nervous, getting into the flow of it. Tigers all of a sudden get behind the 8 ball, 8-0, and then they come back. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? If not, it was still a fun game to call. And I'm happy for everybody here and everybody that's joined, anybody that's subscribed, anybody that's liked. Thank you for tuning in with me today. Let's see if we can keep it going, though. Create chaos. And it's going to be Paul Sewald, who's going to throw in a ball 1 to Colt Keith. Sewald spent a little bit of time on the Tigers last year. I believe he only pitched four innings for the Tigers and then was cut. Or I think he got hurt, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. As he lays in a sweeper for a strike. Last season with Cleveland, Detroit, he had 19 2/3 with a 4.58 ERA. ERA and all that other stuff, you can't really even, like, it just happens at this point. Ooh. Kolke hits a high pop-up into left field. And is going to be caught by Lawler. There's 1 out now here in the top half of the 9th. That'll bring up Riley Green. I might have missed some stuff there. I realized I wasn't exactly live on my game, or on the game, sadly. But there's a sweeper inside called a ball to the Tigers slugger, Riley Green. Home run leader for them last year with 36. Looking to hit his first of the year. Thank you, EJ Productions Video and Photo, for subscribing. So Detroit scored 6 in 1 inning. Yeah, they scored 6 in the 7th. As there is a ball 2-1 now to Riley. Let me pull it up real quick right here. Actually, I think it closed my scorebook thing, but Riley had an RBI, Torque had an RBI, Colt had a couple of RBIs. It was a good inning. It was fun to watch. I believe the stream is DVR'd, so maybe after the stream ends, you can go back and rewatch a little bit of it. I was calling it live. It was very exciting. Hopefully, we can have a little bit more excitement here. On the top of the 9th, 3-1 count to Riley Green. Let's see what Sewald gives. It's a fastball up and swung right through by Riley Green. The count is pushed full to 3-2. Action pitch incoming. See what Riley can do here. Tigers down by 3 here in the top of the 9th. The pitch, swing and a fly ball deep to center field. but not deep enough. Thomas camped under it. He will catch it for out number 2. Tigers down to their last out. It'll be up to Spencer Torkelson to keep the line moving and to keep the Tigers' hopes here alive. Now, March 31st, as it's 1:16 in the morning here in Detroit. Watching Dodgers game sucked as well. The Yankees game. Oh, no good. I'll check after this Torkelson at bat and see. As this is a fastball called a strike up. Torkelson's going to challenge. The K zone, it looked like it slightly missed the zone, so we'll see. See, and it just clipped the zone. It's going to be strike 1. See, Dodgers, they lost 2-4 to the Indians. Oh, that sucks because their Tigers are in the same division, so you don't love to see it. And then the Yankees lose. Let's see. Sewald throws a sweeper. Torkelson fouls it off. This is going to get out of play right over the Tigers dugout. Tigers down to their last strike, 0-2 here to Spencer Torkelson, and the Yankees lost by 1 to the Mariners. It's unfortunate. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Torkelson down on strikes. That's the 3rd out of the ball game, or the 27th out of the ball game, I should say, all in all. And the Diamondbacks will take game 1 of the 3-game set in Arizona. They win their home opener 9-6. Tigers fought back in the 7th, able to score 6, but they were unable to hang on in the end. The Diamondbacks offense just too much to overcome. Verlander will be the losing pitcher of record. Mike Soroka will be the winning pitcher, his first win of the season. Verlander's first loss of the season. Paul Sewald will earn the save, and Taylor Clark will earn the hold for today's game. Unfortunately, the Tigers couldn't hold on, sadly. But so is baseball. There's 162 games for a reason. 157 more after this, so you can't take it too hard. It was a fun game. There was an immaculate inning from Soroka to end his day, I believe, in the 5th. And then Tigers had a big comeback. Was able to have some excitement, some good calls in there. So GG's. Yep. GG's. NF community. Good time. I don't have the actual stream part open. Let's see something. Close that. Or do that. YouTube. I want to have my actual stream open when I shut it down. See, there's 10 people watching now. I'm kind of getting little updates on the views, but I haven't been like staring at them for the most part. Views, 71 in total. See, I had another stream before this too, but it got freaking cut off. My OBS decided to die on me, sadly. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed everything. If you'd like to see me do more, please tell me now in the chat, and then like, and then also subscribe if you would be so kind to. I also do like gaming videos. I'm doing a Resident Evil 5 series where I play with my friend Josh, and going through that whole thing. It's fun. I have his perspective up in the left-hand corner. Just banter back and forth. It's a lot of fun. I try to upload it every other day. Try to live stream more often, maybe some games. I don't know how often I'll do this where it's the Tigers and I'm watching the ball game, because I do like to enjoy a game and play video games and all that stuff. Maybe I can have the video game going while I kind of commentate it. Maybe keep this in the top right or something. Switch it up each time. Who knows? A lot of ideas. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please do all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for showing up.